Good morning, everybody. 大家早上好。Our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Cho Chee Hiong, Director of Tenaga Nasional Berhad, Commissioner at Malaysian Aviation Commission, Member of UTAR Council. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Ting Chu Pei, UTAR Council Chairman. Yang Berbahagia Engineer Professor Academician Professor Chua Hian Teck, UTAR President. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Without any further ado, I have the honor as Chancellor to declare open Session 1 of the August 2017 Convocation Ceremony open. Thank you.
Our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Cho Chee Hiong, Director of Tenaga Nasional Berhad, Commissioner at Malaysian Aviation Commission, and Member of UTAR Council. Yang amat berbahagia Tun Dr. Lim Leong Sek, UTAR Chancellor. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Ting Chu Pei, UTAR Council Chairman. Honorable members of Board of Trustees of UTAR Education Foundation, distinguished members of UTAR Council, Vice Chancellors, Presidents, Rectors, and Principals of Institutions of Higher Learning and their representatives, Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Datuk, Datin, dear graduates, dear parents, members of the media, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to UTAR Kampar campus on this wonderful and meaningful day for our 25th Convocation ceremony. We are truly honored to have with us Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Cho Chee Hiong, our guest of honor for this session of the Convocation ceremony. It is indeed heartwarming to have Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Cho to share in this special moment all his experiences with our graduates. My heartiest congratulations go out to all our 2,451 graduates for having successfully completed this stage of their life's journey. This 25th Convocation also marks the graduation of the university's first batch of students for the following programs: the Master of Arts in Communication and Master of Science in Computer Science. Dear graduates, this Convocation ceremony does not mark the end of your learning journey. On the contrary, this may be just the beginning, as learning is a lifelong journey that knows no end. Each one of you will now embark on a different journey, and whatever path that you choose to undertake will surely come with its own challenges and difficulties. Nevertheless, you can take comfort in the fact that your family, loved ones, and friends will be there for you as they have always been. Beginning from the day one of your journey, they have been there for you, supporting you in more ways than you can ever count. Therefore, dear graduates, please rise. Turn to your parents and your guardians. Give them a grateful bow. Please bow. Thank you. You may now be seated. Dear graduates, Going forward, I believe that one of the best possible ways for you to continue showing your appreciation and gratitude to your family, loved ones, and friends is to make good use of your skills and knowledge and the opportunities presented to you to lead a clean, healthy, and meaningful life while striving to make this world a better place for future generations. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we are all well aware, the world is changing, and it brings to mind an interesting quote by William Pollard about the inevitability of change. He said, and I quote, "Without change, there is no innovation, creativity, or incentive for improvement. Those who initiate change will have a better opportunity to manage the change that is inevitable," unquote. The sweeping change that is brought on by technological advancements and also by globalization will have far-reaching effects, and it will most definitely bring disruptions to the labor market. Some jobs may cease to exist, while others may grow or come into existence. Therefore, it is crucial for those going into the labor market or already in the labor market to shift their mindsets. It is imperative that we are aware of what is happening, not only around us, but also across the globe. If not, we may wake up one day and realize that we have been swept aside by the tides of change, losing relevance. Talking about happenings in this world, I would like to share with all our graduates here the following fable. I hope it will provide something meaningful for all of us to ponder. Since his tadpole age, a tiny frog lived under a small coconut shell on the river mud. For him, the coconut shell was his world. He never left his coconut shell, but he was not alone. He lived with other tiny animals. "I'm the fastest animal. I swim faster than you do," said the tiny Mr. Frog. "So you think you are the best animal in this place, Mr. Frog?" asked the brown worm. "You are always boasting about your ability. We don't like it," said the golden snail. "I just tell you the truth, snail, you are slower than the slow animal. I'm multi-talented animal. I can jump, but both of you can only crawl," said the frog. 3 days later, continuous heavy rain was pounding. The overflow of water submerged the riverside land. It washed away the coconut shell where the frog and his friends lived. They missed their coconut shell, but they were safe because they could swim freely in the river. In the afternoon, the rain stopped. The sun warmed the land and the river, and the rainbow decorated the sky. "Wow, it is beautiful," said the golden snail. "We should find our coconut shell," said the frog. "No, we don't need the coconut shell. This is our place, the beautiful world," said the golden snail. "Look, we have so many new friends in this new world," said the brown worm, looking at the group of fish in the river. "It is not a new world, but it is a new beginning for us to see the real world, Mr. Frog. I'm sure you are no longer the fastest animal in this world," said the golden snail. Mr. Frog looked at the mocking smile of golden snail and said, "I'm better than they are, you will see." Mr. Frog swam beside a catfish and challenged him to a swimming race. The catfish swam fast like an arrow. Mr. Frog stopped and just gazed at the tail of the catfish as he realized that he was far behind his rival. Then Mr. Frog swam towards the riverbank and jumped onto a stone. He saw 3 little cats jumping, playing with each other. He was sure that the cats jumped higher than he could. He was aware that he had been a frog under a coconut shell. As the Malay proverb says, "Katak di bawah tempurung." He has boasted about his ability. He has underestimated his friends. The real world opened his mind. The little frog had been living in his own sweet world, not realizing what was really happening in the outside world. We, too, may run the risk of falling into the same trap as the little frog. We must always be cognizant of our changing globalized world. The world as we know it will no longer be the same in the future. And the skills and knowledge that are crucial today may then become irrelevant. Therefore, we must evolve. We must not stay stagnant. The Future of Jobs, a report published by the World Economic Forum 2016, listed 10 top 10 skills that are set to make center stage in the year 2020. Among them include complex problem solving, critical thinking, people management, judgment and decision making, service orientation, negotiation skills, and cognitive flexibility. Although this list may not be definitive, it serves as a guideline for us to prepare for the future. We need to continuously upskill ourselves. Learning should never stop. It should be a lifelong process. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, UTAR was conceived from a dream of providing affordable quality higher education to people from all walks of life. For the past 15 years, while striving to keep our fees affordable, we have also been working tirelessly towards our vision to become a global university of educational excellence with transformative societal impact. And today, we are glad to say that we have achieved a very small progress or recognition. On March 16, 2017, the university received its first ranking of top 120 by the Times Higher Education Asia University Ranking 2017. And on 5th of April 2017, the Times Higher Education ranked UTAR in the top 150 in the Times Higher Education World Young University Ranking 2017. We was also ranked number 14 in THE Young University Ranking for the Millennial Universities. The performance indicators for both THE Asia University Ranking and the Young University Ranking are grouped into 5 areas indicated by THE as teaching, research, citation, international outlook, and industry income. The university was also awarded self-accreditation status by the Ministry of Higher Education on 20th of March 2017. We are indeed thankful for this, and I believe they will help us to go on greater heights. But then we are mindful that the university achievements today are made possible by the unwavering support and trust from our benefactors. Therefore, I would like to take this opportunity to express our greatest appreciation and gratitude to our Chancellor, Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sek, our Board of Trustees of UTAR Education Foundation, UTAR Council members, the International Advisory Council, the Federal Government of Malaysia, the Ministry of Higher Education, the Malaysian Qualification Agency, various states, governments, ministries, and embassies, MCA, our associates and partners, both local and abroad, the media community, industry players and professional bodies, industrial advisors, external examiners, and all our supporters, contributors, and believers. Also, we are thankful that the university is blessed with a great team of academic and support staff that forms the very core of the university's existence. Our team of dedicated lecturers has selflessly imparted their knowledge and skills to students, empowering them to be better persons capable of making a difference in this world. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are excited about the future, a future that is filled with countless positive opportunities and development, and we are dreaming bigger dreams, dreams that we hope will bring more benefits to the community, society, nation, and humanity. Currently, the university has concrete plans for the building of a hospital in Kampar campus, which will offer both contemporary medicine as well as traditional and complementary medicine. This hospital is unique in the sense that it will have a more holistic aspect with the inclusion of Western medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, and also Ayurveda. This hospital, while functioning as an advanced teaching learning hub for our university's medical and health sciences students, will also provide affordable medical services to the surrounding community. Going forward, the university will continue its journey down the path of excellence. Aristotle once said, and I quote, "Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but we rather have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit," unquote. We'll continuously apply stringent quality requirements to our academic programs and ensure that all of them go through rigorous certification processes by professional bodies, which include, first and foremost, MQA, Engineering Accreditation Council, Malaysian Institute of Accountants, and many more. On top of that, our academic programs are also periodically reviewed to match the demands and requirements of the markets and industry. We are proud that the university commitments towards excellence is shared by our students and staff, as evidenced by the numerous awards and recognition that they have obtained. Among our staff and students are many who deserve praise for their awards received locally and internationally. Our Faculty of Business and Finance academics, Dr. Lee Woon Xian and Leong Lai Ying, research paper was acknowledged as the most downloaded paper on expert systems with application in 2016 and ranked number 8 on the top 25 most downloaded article in 2017 by USA Elsevier's S-War Journal. Research paper by Gary Tan Wai Hang and Dr. Lee Woon Xian was recently awarded the most read article by the prestigious World Learning Academic Publishing Company, UK's Emirate Industrial Management and Data System Journal. A joint team of 8 researchers from the Faculty of Engineering and Green Technology and the Faculty of Science and 3 other local and overseas collaborative institutions won gold in the 28th International Invention, Innovation and Technology Exhibition 2017. Petrochemical Engineering undergraduate student Yong Jun Singh from the Faculty of Engineering and Green Tech clinched the first spot in the Institution of Engineers Malaysia Chemical Research Paper Competition 2017 in April. Five Chinese studies students and 1 architecture student were proud winners at the 19th National InterVarsity Chinese Literature Award. And there are students from Faculty of Information and Technology and Communication Technology who won prizes at the 2017 F-Secure InterVarsity IT Security Competition. And in addition, a team of 5 UTAR students emerged as the first runner-up in Nottingham University Robot Competition 2017. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in view of the globalization of this world, the university will be heading towards internationalization, establishing mutually beneficial formal relationships with foreign industry leaders, professional bodies, and education institutions to collaborate in the areas of research, academic development, and staff and students development. The university internationalization strategies will greatly enhance the flow and the creation of knowledge as academics work together and learn from each other in areas of research and academic development. To date, the university has already established MOUs with more than 170 foreign institutions and industrial partners. And in terms of staff and student development, these internationalization strategies are all set to bring about cross-cultural exposure and tolerance. The university has also been stepping up efforts in university-industry collaboration. A case in point is our plan to set up an expert team of lightning search and hazardous area protection technology with industry players. Malaysia sees more than 200 human fatalities every year, while industry lose millions of ringgit in the production, especially in the oil and gas industry, due to equipment failures caused by lightning surges. Therefore, this kind of collaboration involving industrial players and multidisciplinary researchers would be an effective and efficient way to save lives and losses. However, please be assured that in our quest to achieve our dreams, we have never forgotten about people who are unable to go to their educational dreams due to financial constraints. The university has been disbursing internal scholarships and loans to deserving students, enabling them to achieve their education dreams. And to date, the university has disbursed a total of 130.7 million Malaysian ringgit in internal scholarships and 7.3 million in internal loans to more than 14,000 deserving students. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, please allow me to say a few words in Mandarin. 各位嘉宾、各位家长、各位学生、毕业生，大家早上好。首先， Well, the students seldom listen to me speaking in Mandarin because I insist they speak to me in English. 大家早上好。首先，我代表拉曼大学向在座各位即将告别拉曼大学、踏入全新人生里程的毕业生表示祝贺，同时也衷心地感谢各位导师，感谢你们给予学生们循循善诱的指导。毕业的季节总让人容易陷入回忆中。在座的同学，我相信你们在拉曼大学每个角落都留下了你们甜蜜、青涩和难忘的回忆。每当我在校园里走动的时候，我都能看到同学们为了考试努力读书，也看见同学们积极地参与课外活动，更能看见同学们在考获好的成绩的时候那种欢乐的笑颜。长校差不多10年，每一批学生给我留下的回忆都是特别的，都是难忘的。踏出了拉曼大学的校门，我希望你们能够秉持着活到老学到老的精神，在接下来的人生里，不管是在工作上生活上，都能继续谦虚的向前辈、家人、朋友甚至是后辈学习，绝不能因为骄傲和虚荣心蒙蔽了双眼，目中无人。切记，自满者人损之，自谦者人益之。一个真正深懂人际关系的人是不会自我吹嘘、自我炫耀的，因为你所取得的成绩，别人比你看得更清楚。谦虚是一种美德，也是一种修养。谦虚者可以包容别人，善待别人，学习和吸取别人有益的经验和知识，从而提升自己，避免无知。我希望你们在踏入社会后，能够谨记谦虚是在社会立足最重要的态度。拉曼大学成立至今也不过是短短的15年，在这15年的道路上，拉曼大学秉持着一颗谦虚的心，竭尽所能打造最佳的学习环境给我们国家未来的主人翁。此外，作为一间非盈利的民办大学，我们这一路走来，有赖于社会各方的鼎力支持。因此呢，我想借此机会代表拉曼大学，向曾经为拉曼大学给予协助和支持的各界人士致12000分的谢意。更重要的是，我也想特别感谢家长们对拉曼大学的信任，把孩子送到拉曼大学深造。 同学们，你们即将毕业了，朝霞般美好的理想在向你们召唤。我祝愿即将毕业的同学锦绣前程，即将继续深造的同学鹏程万里。Dear graduates, you are in the control of your own journey and future. So make the most out of it. Live up to your own potential and make this world a better place to live in. Most importantly, never cease to learn and upskill yourself. In closing, I would like to once again express my gratitude to our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Cho Ji Hyong, all our distinguished guests, parents, and friends for gracefully being here with us at this special and meaningful occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, MC. Yang amat berbahagia Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sik, Chancellor of University Tunku Abdul Rahman, and yang amat berbahagia Tu Puan Ena Ling, yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Ting Chu Pei, UTAR Council Chairman, yang berbahagia Engineer Professor Academician Datuk Dr. Chua Hin Teck, UTAR President, Honourable members of the Board of Trustees, UTAR Education Foundation, and distinguished members of UTAR Council, Vice Chancellors, Presidents, Rectors, Principals of Institutions of Higher Learning, and all their representatives, Yang berbahagia Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Datuk, Datin, graduates, parents, faculty and staff of UTAR, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you gathered in this hall. Now, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen and dear graduates, allow me to express my sincere appreciation to UTAR for having invited me to this 25th convocation and also given me the honor to address this convocation this morning. I'm very honored to be here celebrating with all the graduates, celebrating this joyous moment with all of you. And of course, I'd like to congratulate you all that you are receiving your scrolls this morning. Now, each of you have successfully gone through the academic journey in UTAR to arrive at this glorious Convocation Day. Needless to say, congratulations also go to your parents, family members, lecturers, and friends who never really give up supporting you all the way over the 3-4 years of studies here at UTAR. And what I heard from President of UTAR, Professor Chua, all the more important is UTAR in this short 15 years has done so much and achieved so much, although still being classified as a young university. Of course, I'm aware that because I've just been drafted in as a member of UTAR Council, and I missed the celebration of this the 15 years of being a full-fledged university. So I want to congratulate the university for these achievements. And of course, I've heard so much before I came to UTAR. Of course, being an MCA member and later on becoming one of the ministers, I'm fully aware of what UTAR has been doing all these years. And I've heard all the good news as far as employability rate of UTAR graduates. I've been told that 97% of UTAR graduates are gainfully employed within the first 6 months of their graduation. Congratulations. And also, we heard from the President that Times Higher Education Institution Global Ranking has ranked UTAR as one of the top young universities in this world. Although today UTAR is not comparable to Ivy League colleges in the United States, but in time to come, I'm very sure with all the determination of, firstly, the leaders of UTAR, the management, the faculty, the lecturers, and also the students, the undergraduates, very soon UTAR would be one of the universities in this part of the world to be reckoned with. I hope you will also do your level best to help UTAR once you have left this hallowed hall of Tun Ling Leong Sik. Well, dear graduates, my message to you in essence is this. Now, you heard from the President keeping on emphasizing that once you leave the ivory tower of UTAR, it does not mean that you cease to learn. You have to learn. And what I'm going to say is this. Now, I'm taking this quote from Henry David Thoreau, an eminent American philosopher, where he said, "Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined." Yes, the time is right now for you to live your dreams and aspire for the life you have imagined all your youthful days. Your journey as a student has ended. You are beginning to start a new chapter in your own life. And this has got nothing to do with lecture timetables and all that, because you are free as long as you pursue your dreams relentlessly. It is definitely an exciting life for you ahead, and as President Chua said, you must continue to learn and be humble to learn from others. You have your professors, you have your lecturers. When you're in UTAR, once you're out there, you have to learn from others. And if you do not open up your eyes and learn, you will not progress. Now, the knowledge acquired and the lessons learned will be more meaningful if we experience it ourselves. And all these lessons will come as perhaps something that would guide us in our future endeavor. Now, dear graduates, as I encourage you to dream, go where you want to go, and as long as you're on the right moral path and in a good way, you would not fail. Now, the world today is a global village. I believe as long as you pursue your dreams relentlessly and put them into implementation, a bright future will await all of you, those who dare to pursue their dreams. We have heard of so many entrepreneurs today. People like Bill Gates. Bill Gates was also a college dropout. Unlike you, you are a college graduate. Now, so was Steve Jobs, another college dropout. But they had their dreams, and they dreamt, they relentlessly pursued the dreams, and finally they achieved success. Another example, Robert Koch, Jack Ma, all these people, definitely you must have a goal and dreams before you can be successful. Now, I must not fail to mention, dear graduates, that success does not come free and it's not easy. It is a lifelong journey of discovery, mistakes after mistakes, disappointments, and eventually, through lessons learned, you become better and sharper. I was told of the celebrated author J.K. Rowling of United Kingdom. You know, she wrote all the Harry Potter stories, if you have read them. When she was a teenager, she very much liked to be an author, especially a storyteller. And she wrote a lot of stories, but no publishers wanted to publish the stories. She persevered, was determined, and today, J.K. Rowling is one of the literary giants, not only in United Kingdom, but the world over. And her books are now published in more than 70 languages, of course, in the process. I'm sure you would like to hear this. She made millions of pounds sterling. You can be like her too. Now, talking about dreams, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take another quote from Thomas Edward Lawrence, an archaeologist famous for his Lawrence of Arabia story, where a novel was written, an epic film was made, where this Thomas Edward Lawrence said, "All men dream, but not equally." When I say all men dream, it also includes the feminine gender as well, okay? So, those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their minds wake up the next morning to find their dreams were just vanity. But the dreamers of the day are the dangerous men, for they may act on their dreams with open eyes to make them possible. So personalities like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, perhaps others are daydreamers. That is why they become so successful. Now, coming back to the achievements of UTAR, just now which I said, now if the management, the leaders of UTAR are not daydreamers, I'm sure UTAR would not be so successful. So which category of dreamers are you all, dear graduates? I hope you are daydreamers. Of course, you also dream in the night, which I do too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about success. What about failure? You see, remember that failure is also part and parcel of success in life. You learn from failures, you learn to change for the better. Failures can be good teachers sometimes, but if you don't learn from them, you will never progress. And incidentally, there is this Malaysian gentleman by the name of Mr. Billy Lim, who achieved results only after having failed so many times. And he later wrote a book with the title, Dare to Fail, to encourage other Malaysians. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, especially the graduates, do not be daunted if sometimes you do not succeed. But if you have the determination to keep trying, just like Archimedes, Eureka will find its way to you. Well, graduates, whatever you do, whatever you undertake to do, be proactive, continue to learn, be enthusiastic, be focused in anything you do, and give it all. You will probably be thinking, what I'm rattling this morning has been said to you many, many times. I know. I can still remember when I was like you, sometime back, I cannot remember because too long already, waiting to get my scrolls from our chancellors. And then before that, we were told what to do, what not to do, encouraged to learn. Now I'm telling you the same thing. But anyway, it may be a good thing, you know, it may be a good thing. And constant reminders or constant naggings, if you don't like the word nagging, it can become reminders from our elders, from our parents, our wives, will make us remember for good and without fail. Now, hopefully this morning's reminder to you all will probably make you remember what your parents have been saying to you and what I'm saying to you now. Who knows, one of these days, you may come up to me to say, thank you very much. Your reminder has indeed made me aware of what's going around and not to fail. Now, just to let you guys know, now when my wife starts to nag, I would straight away say, yes, I know what you are saying already, because she's been giving me all these nagging or reminders sometimes, right? So you remember what your wife reminds you. Now, I'm sure all my gentlemen friends on stage, including the Learned Honourable Chancellor, have plenty of experiences how to take naggings from their wives. I'm sure you know, Topuan, you're just in front here. So don't be worried, and if you do not like the reminders of nagging, just keep quiet and listen. Now, before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, you have spent 3 to 4 years in the ivory tower of UTAR, burning midnight oil, going through the exams in college to chase for a paper, i.e. a degree. Now that you have achieved it, you have earned your parents' trust, time to go out into this fast-paced, challenging world and try to make something for yourself. But mind you, having a paper in hand with a degree does not mean you know everything. The knowledge that comes with your degree only constitutes half of the success formula in this fast-changing environment. What is more important is your own self-attributes, which I mentioned earlier. Now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my congratulations to all graduates and family members, and I'm very certain the graduation ceremony today will be the spark and launch pad for all graduates to strive for greater success in life. I wish all the graduates and also their parents good health and the very best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Our guests of honor, Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Ong Kah Chuan, Minister 2 of Ministry of International Trade and Industry, Malaysia, and member of UTAR Council. Yang Berhormat Dun Dr. Lim Leong Sek, UTAR Chancellor. Honorable members of Board of Trustees, UTAR Education Foundation, distinguished members of UTAR Council, Vice Chancellors, Presidents, Rectors, and Principals of institutions of higher learning and their representatives. Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Dato, Datin, graduates, parents, members of the media, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, 大家早上好. Without further ado, I have the honor as Council Chairman to declare Session 2 of the August 2017 Convocation Ceremony open.
Our guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Ong Kah Chuan, Minister 2 of Ministry of International Trade and Industry of Malaysia, and also UTAR Council member. Yang amat berbahagia Tun Dr. Lim Leong Sek, UTAR Chancellor. Honorable members of Board of Trustees of UTAR Education Foundation and members of UTAR Council. Vice Chancellor, Presidents, Rectors, and Principals of Institutions of Higher Learning and their representatives. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Datuk, dan Datin. Dear graduates, dear parents, members of the media, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. I'm pleased to welcome our distinguished guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Ong Kah Chuan, to celebrate this very meaningful graduation of 2,451 UTAR graduates. Among them are also pioneer students from the following programs, that is Master of Arts in Communications and Master of Science in Computer Science. Dear graduates, I congratulate you. You have finally made it. You have earned your university degree, and now you have the credentials next to your name. This is certainly a moment in time to cherish and to celebrate. The other persons who are equally happy, or even sometimes more anxious than you, are your parents, family members, and close friends. You are your parents' source of joy and strength. Therefore, as you bask in the glory of your achievements today, you must acknowledge their tireless dedication, love, and support. This is your day as well as theirs. In appreciation of your parents, family members, and friends, dear graduates, please rise. Turn to your parents. Give them a bow. Please bow. Thank you. You may now be seated. Dear parents, I thank you too for your trust in UTAR, and I congratulate you as well on this special day. Dear graduates, in the scholarly circle of life, one group enters and another group graduates. The incoming freshman class comes in with great potential to learn and to grow, to expand their sense of individuality alongside an expanding set of experiences. In turn, the graduating seniors go out with great potential to advance their career aspirations and to contribute to society. As members of the academic community, we stand in awe of this process, and that is the true meaning of convocation. As graduates, you will also enter a different circle of life, one of family and career. Do remember that, like all circles, they come back to you. So do uphold good values and practice good ethics to live your life responsibly in order to make the world a better place for those around you. Learn to appreciate people and learn from them. People can teach so much that books cannot do. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to record my heartfelt thanks to UTAR Chancellor, Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sik, the Board of Trustees of UTAR Education Foundation, all UTAR Council members, the International Advisory Council, the Federal Government of Malaysia, the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Higher Education, the Malaysian Qualification Agency, various state governments, ministry and embassies, MCA, our associates and partners, both local and abroad, the media community, industry players and professional bodies, our industrial advisors, external examiners, and all our supporters, contributors, and believers. We thank you for your support and contributions. UTAR was established with a strong belief that education matters and it should be made available to all. For many years now, UTAR has been a beacon of hope for thousands of families and their children, offering educational opportunities regardless of race and socio-economic background. So far, UTAR has given out internal scholarships amounting to more than 130 million that have benefited 13,354 students. We have also disbursed 7.3 million ringgit in internal loans to 731 needy students. In addition, a total of 13.1 million in external loans and scholarships have been given to 502 students. Being a university by the people, for the people, UTAR will continue to play its role in supporting needy students. Dear graduates, as we move into the 21st century and prepare ourselves for the Industrial Revolution, where technology and automation will change the face of the workplace, we wonder what jobs will be robot-proof. In an article published by Challenger, a career firm, Gray and Christmas gave a list of robot-proof jobs. Some of the jobs included are composers and artists, nursing practitioners, home health nursing assistant, elder care specialists, child care workers, engineers, teachers, and human resource executives. The same article quotes Bill Gates as saying that, and I quote, "Robots should free up labor and give graduates an opportunity to focus on jobs that only let us do a better job of reaching out to the elderly, having smaller class sizes, helping kids with special needs," unquote. All jobs where human empathy and understanding are still very, very unique. Those jobs that robot cannot do. Therefore, the future not only favors those who are technology savvy, but also those working with people on health, safety, care, and education. While these jobs are currently not enjoying high salaries, I think it is inevitable that there will come a time when there is a shift in salary and people like teachers, nurses, elderly care workers, and special need therapists will start making more money than the techniques. In future, technological know-how and innovation may become the norm and invade our homes and our jobs, changing the way we do things. Bearing all this in mind, it is time we start rethinking our paradigm of the future. By then, jobs that require personal care and attention may just be top on the list of well-paid jobs. Now, I would like to share a story that I'm sure all of you have heard of, but not many, I believe, have heard of the extended version, which I recently read from a daily. This is the story of the tortoise and the rabbit. Now, the first generation of the story is that once upon a time, a tortoise and the rabbit had an argument about who was faster. They decided to settle the argument with a race. They agreed on the route and started off the race. The rabbit shot ahead and ran very fast for some time. Then, seeing that he was far ahead of the tortoise, he thought he would sit under a tree for some time and relax before continuing. He sat under the tree and soon fell asleep. The tortoise, plodding on, overtook him and soon finished the race, emerging as the undisputed champion. The rabbit woke up and realized that he had lost the race. The moral: slow and steady wins the race. This is the version that most of us have all grown up with. However, the second generation. The rabbit's son decided to challenge the tortoise to a race. He realized that his father has lost the race only because he has been overconfident, careless, and lax. If he had not taken things for granted, there was no way the tortoise could have beaten him. The tortoise knew that this round, the rabbit's son would be well prepared and would win the race as he could outrun the tortoise easily. So the tortoise decided he needed to enhance his chances in the race with the aid of some specially designed super speed skates. Therefore, with his super speed skates, he easily outran the rabbit and won the race. Moral of the story: the rabbit's son did not know how to use technology to his benefit. Unlike the technology-savvy tortoise, and therefore, the rabbit lost the race. The third generation, the rabbit's great-grandson, the rabbit's grandson was smart enough to introduce online race. As the tortoise did not have any fingers, he lost the race this time. So moral of the story is, never give up when faced with failure. Finally, the rabbit's next generation was able to win the race by capitalizing on his strength. To sum up, this story of the rabbit and the tortoise has much to say. Identify your core competencies and then change the playing field to suit your core competencies. In life, when faced with failure, sometimes it is appropriate to work harder and put in more effort. Sometimes it is appropriate to change strategies and to try something different. And sometimes it is appropriate to do both. Whatever it is, we must know the latest technology and the latest trends so that we will not be the losers. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, UTAR has come better over the years, growing in strength and garnering numerous milestones along the way. UTAR's commitment lies within its core, that is, to become a global university of educational excellence with transformative societal impact. We have now grown to about 26,000 students, and we have now 50,506 alumni. To date, we have more than 110 programs offering a wide spectrum of majors for students to choose from. Besides, our programs are also accredited by the Malaysian Qualification Agency and professional bodies such as the Engineering Accreditation Council, Board of Quantity Surveyors of Malaysia, Chartered Institute of Building in UK, Society of Actuaries from US, and etc. We give priority to the quality of our programs, as we believe that there is no point in offering a multitude of programs if our quality is no good. Apart from that, the university has always advocated soft skill development and knowledge that complement technical know-how. A total of 7,092 students have qualified and benefited from the UTAR Soft Skill Development Certificate, a certification system which recognizes the students' achievements and efforts to improve themselves in the areas of essential soft skills. So far, more than 120 community service projects have been successfully conducted by the students, which involve more than 8,400 students. I'm proud to announce also that the university efforts in promoting R&D has resulted in the setting up of 29 research centers and more than 1,300 academic staff to spearhead R&D activities. UTAR also provides internal research fund to support our researchers and students in implementing research projects and research-related activities. More than 46 million Malaysian ringgit in internal funding and 43.9 million in external funding has been allocated under this scheme. We are proud that the university commitment towards excellence is shared by our staff and students, as evidenced by the numerous awards and recognitions that they have obtained. Among our staff and students are many who deserve praise for the awards received locally and internationally. For example, our Faculty of Business and Finance academics, Dr. Lee Woon-Sien and Leong Lai Ying research paper was acknowledged as the most downloaded paper on expert system with applications in 2016 and ranked 8th on the top 25 most downloaded article in 2017 by USA Elsevier's S-War Journal. Another research paper by Gary Tan Wei Han and Dr. Lee Woon-Sien was recently awarded the most read article by the prestigious world-leading academic publishing company, the UK's Emirate Industrial Management and Data System Journal. A joint team of 8 researchers from Faculty of Engineering and Green Tech and Faculty of Science and 3 other local and overseas collaborative institutions won in the 28th International Invention, Innovation and Technology Exhibition, while the Petrochemical Engineering undergraduate student Yong Jun Singh clinched the first spot in the Institution of Engineers Malaysia Chemical Research Paper Competition 2017. 5 of our Chinese studies students and 1 architecture student were proud winners at the 19th National InterVarsity Chinese Literature Award. And there are many more award-winning undergraduates, students, which I won't be able to finish in this particular convocation. I'm also proud to announce that we are 15 years old this year. We just celebrated our 15th anniversary last week, and it has been a good year for UTAR. The university was recently awarded self-accreditation status by the Ministry of Higher Education via Malaysian Qualification Agency. Prior to that, the Times Higher Education, THE, ranked UTAR within the top 120 in the Times Higher Education Asia University Ranking 2017, within the top 150 in the THE World Young University Ranking 2017, and number 14 in the World Millennial University category. The success of the university is a result of years of strategic planning to focus on good governance, internationalization, and excellence in teaching, research, and publications. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, please allow me to say a few words in Mandarin. 在座的各位嘉宾、各位家长、各位毕业生，大家早上好。今天是值得纪念和开心的日子，我非常高兴能够站在这里与大家一起欢庆第25届毕业典礼。我相信今天你们能够欢聚在这里，必定是付出了许多的努力与汗水，奋力与拼搏换来的成果。你们是学校的根本，学校的声望就是来源于你们。没有你们的卓越表现，就没有拉曼大学的发展。所以你们的收获也是学校的收获。在此，我仅代表学校热烈的祝贺你们，并衷心的感谢你们选择了拉曼大学，并一直信任、支持和热爱这所大学，让我们的大学更具活力。也感谢你们在学业、在科研、在社会实践、在创新创造等方面取得的成绩，让大学更有实力。拉曼大学创办到今只有15年，但也就这仅仅的几年，拉曼大学的基础设施、学术成就、教职员的优质度及学生的录取率都明显的增长与提升，并不逊色于其他大学。因此呢，我为拉曼大学的快速发展感到很高兴。拉曼大学能有今天的成就，都是大家共同努力的成果。我也请毕业生不要忘记，你们每一地的成功，除了靠自身的努力之外，都离不开导师的细心教导、家长的无私奉献，以及同学们的热心帮助。所以，请你们和我一起用最诚恳的掌声向你们的导师、家长和朋友表示感谢。同学们，离开这里就代表你们将踏上新的征程。我想告诉大家，毕业只是事业成功的开始，你们的未来任重道远。在这几年的大学生活里，你们或许是在学习，生活上遇到各种困难和挫折，也曾对种种不尽人意的事抱有很多的怨言，但大家要有充分思想的准备，未来的你们会遇到更多的艰难险阻，只有勇敢的面对困难和挫折，才能看到更美好的风景。大学生活之所以美好，是因为毕业之后将对严峻的现实社会的种种考量，特别是第一次进入工作岗位时所要克服和适应的种种事物。但是我相信，作为有素质的大学毕业生，经历了寒窗苦读多年的磨练，再多的苦和难都无法打倒你们。所以不要慌张， 记得保持乐观的态度和能吃苦的精神。你会发现，事实上每一次的一点点进步，并不会太难的达成，也将有助于你们美好的未来。我在此呢，祝愿你们一帆风顺，前程似锦，也希望你们永葆感恩之心，爱自己，爱他人，爱生活。Dear graduates, I've seen many of you on campus. I've seen how hard you have studied. I've heard your creative ideas. I've seen you turn out in record numbers for our campus events. I've seen a generation of students so eager to step into the world ahead. It is now time for you to prepare yourselves to add your voice to the national conversation. You need to prepare yourself to be informed and engaged as a citizen, to lead and to stand up for our proud Malaysian values. Be focused, be determined, be hopeful, be empowered. I'm confident that you will make a difference and be a positive force in your community. In closing, I would like to thank again our guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Datuk Sri Ong Kah Chuan, all our distinguished guests, parents, friends, for being with us here today. Thank you and have a great day.
Yang amat berbahagia Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sik, UTAR Chancellor and Tok Puan. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Ting Chiu Pei, UTAR Council Chairman. Yang berbahagia Engineer Professor Academician Datuk Dr. Chua Hen Dek, UTAR President. Honorable members, Board of Trustees of UTAR Education Foundation, distinguished members of UTAR Council, Vice Chancellors, Presidents, Rectors, Principals of Institutions of Higher Learning, and their representatives, Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Dato, Datin, graduates, parents, members of the media, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to everyone. 大家早上好. Welcome. Today, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to UTAR for allowing me to address the 25th Convocation. I'm deeply honored to be here to celebrate this joyous moment with all of you. To all graduates, I extend my heartiest congratulations for having toiled hard and long to complete your studies. There is nothing more satisfying than watching all of you march into this hall, high-spirited and fabulous in your success of the university. I'm truly filled with a sense of happiness and pride seeing your accomplishment. My heartiest congratulations go out to each and every one of you. Dear graduates, your success is due to your passion, drive, and your motivation to be the best you can. Nobody knows better than you how much blood, sweat, and tears have gone into your years of study, how you burned the midnight oil and endure the anxiety of waiting for your grades. But today, everyone is relieved that for now it's all over. They are all share in your joy as you tell yourself that it was all worth it. Needless to say, your success is also due to your family members who have sacrificed much to see through your years on campus. On this special occasion, let us not forget your parents, family members, and all the special people in your life. Their abundance of love and support has helped you in more ways than you will ever realize, enabling you to sit here with pride today. They have nurtured you, reassured you, and impressed upon you the values and principles that have helped you to reach where you are today. Dear graduates, your parents and your loved ones too have had their anxious moment. Most of them are in this hall today, happy and thankful that you have made it, and you have made them honored. I offer my congratulations to them too. I would also like to congratulate the faculty and academic and non-academic staff of this university. They are also responsible for what you are today. They are responsible for nurturing you and enriching you, your mind. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to speak a few words to the parents. 各位在座的嘉宾，大家早上好。曾经有一次，这个报馆的记者访问我，他说：“你一生中谁对你最有恩？”我说：“对我有恩的人太多了，要我讲一个讲不完，所以我说我要讲4重恩。4重恩就是第一重恩就是父母恩，父母生我们，养育我们，他是第一个我们要感恩的人。所以对各位毕业生，你们永远要记得，父母恩重如山。第一个恩，我们必须要感激父母，感恩是一个很纯正的一个道德基础，一个美德。第二重恩，师长恩，这个我们的老师教育我们，使到我们有学识，可是它又包含了父母，父母从小他就是我们第一个师长。所以这个父母恩就包括这个师长恩就包括父母的教育以及师长的教育，包括今天在拉曼大学，你们的讲师来培育你们，让你们毕业必须要感恩于他们，包括从小学的老师、中学的老师，记得老师的恩是我们非常要感谢他们。那么第三重恩就是社会恩。拉曼大学当年敦林良师创立的时候，我们说这是一间人民的大学，我们必须要以这个很便宜的这个学费，让所有的人，尤其是中下层的人民都能够有机会把他的孩子送来这个大学。所以当时我们发动这个筹款运动，小贩、驾 taxi 的各层次的人都捐助这个款项，让我们把这个大学建设了起来。所以同学们今天到来，你们不需要去付这个建设的费用，一切都是社会的人士来去捐助，所以这些人可能跟你都没有关系，可是你必须要感恩于他。没有社会人士的这个协助，拉曼大学也绝对没有今天。所以第三重恩是社会恩。那第4重恩就是国家恩，我们这周不久就要庆祝这个国庆了。没有国哪里有家，所以我们必须要有这个爱国的心，对国家要感恩，所以大家同学们记得父母恩、师长恩、社会恩、国家恩。Ladies and gentlemen, as I stand here and look around, I'm reminded of the time when all of us here on the stage today were students like you, sitting on your side of the hall. Like you, we too were then both excited and ambiguous. Excited because we are on the verge of new life, and ambiguous because we could not know what the future had to store for us. Many years have since passed, and we on this side have gone through much. We had had our ups and downs, our joys and sorrows, our achievement and our disappointment. And now we sit up here and look at you, and we know that over time, you too will have your heights and lows, your achievement, your obstacles, your opportunities, and your challenges. Therefore, be strong and do not lose courage, and always keep up your courage. Courage is not absence of fear. It's about being true to yourself. It's about holding on to what is right and holding on to the good in the darkest of the night. It is about holding the hand that needs help, holding close the weak and the worn, standing to fight a battle you might lose because there's simply too much at stake. When the time comes, I wish for you the integrity to make the tough choices and the courage to ask others to stand with you. Ladies and gentlemen, the former senior U.S. Senator Orrin Hatch once said, "There's good reason they call graduation ceremony commencement exercises." Graduation is not the end, it's the beginning. Dear young ladies and gentlemen, the fireworks begin today for all of you. Each degree is a lighted match. Each one of you is a fuse. Education is the key to unlocking the world, a passport to freedom. Every person is the architect of his or of her own future. Your imagination is your purview of life coming attractions. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. All your dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Today marks the beginning of a new phase in your life as you start your career. Bear in mind that learning does not end after you obtain your degree. In fact, it is your ticket to a world full of possibilities and endless opportunities. In this fast-changing world, you must continue to acquire new knowledge, skill, and approaches. If the skills are not relevant for the task in hand, you need to unlearn and relearn new abilities. The process of lifelong learning will put you ahead from the rest in terms of personal development, knowledge, skill, competitiveness, and employability. In order to succeed in career building, it's important for you to use the knowledge, skills, experience gained through your education at UTAR to reach out for quality, original, and creative ideas in your decision making. These intellectual ideas that are creative will become your real asset. Ladies and gentlemen, Ratan Tata, the former chairman of the Tata Group in India, once said in his speech, views this moment as a moving from a protected environment to an environment where you have to learn and listen, because your whole world is going to be learning and listening. Your success is going to be your humility. Talking about Tata Group, let me share a little bit with you on this automotive industries. Now we are trying to create we call it Little Detroit in Tanjung Malim, where there's a cooperation between Proton and the Geely Group from China. Now China has been emerged as a biggest automotive market in the world. I just read Professor Yu Hong Tak's book on this physics and Buddhism. So Professor mentioned about a book written by American authors called Nassim Nicholas Taleb. This book name called Black Swan Effect. Now, before 18th century, the European believed swan only have one color. That's a white swan. Until the 18th century, when they explore Australia, they discover there's a black swan. You see, there's a white one, there's a black swan. So they never seen black swan before 18th century. Now this is, he wrote this book means the world is changing. You don't think things are always the same. One day they might bring a lot of tremendous changes. Let's say you used to have a white swan concept, but suddenly there's an emergence of black swan. Now this is what happened in this industry 4.0, which Professor Chua mentioned about. Now, in this automotive industry, China, from 1949 to 1989, they closed their door. So no cars. The people cannot own the car. Only leaders can own the car. So from 1949 to 1989, everybody driving bicycle. There are tens of millions of bicycles. Those days, Americans, top car producer, produced 17 million cars a year. And Japan, second, at the peak time, Japan produced at the average of 10 to 12 million cars a year. But last year, China emerged as the world's biggest, supersede the combined volumes of the production of America and Japan, producing 28 million cars. American produced 17 million, of which 50 million produced in America, 2 million produced in Mexico. So this created a big market, a big room for research and development. Recently, I went to Germany to have a study tour on this Industry 4.0 because everybody mentioned about it. So I don't know really what is Industry 4.0. So I went there actually because of the market size, give them a lot of incentive to do research and development, hence they digitalize the manufacturing process and automate the manufacturing process. I went to this Volkswagen, the headquarters, the factory, all digitalized and automated. They can produce 4,000 cars per day. But I asked them, how many cars you can sell in your European sectors? They can only sell 800,000 cars per year. But they claim that they are the biggest producer of cars in the world. I think there's a brand producer. They produce, because Volkswagen control Audi. Through brand name, they produce about, they sold about 11 million cars last year. So I say, you only sold 800,000 cars in European sector. So where do you sold the rest of your 9 over million cars? He said, we sold it in the Asia Pacific region. You know, there's two big giants in the Asia Pacific region. One is China. The population supersedes 1.3 billion. The other one also is India. The population also supersedes 1.3 billion. So most of these cars sold in the Asia Pacific region, especially China. Volkswagen said that Volkswagen and Audi sold about 8 million cars in China. So you can see, as a result of this, created incentive for research and development. Now, just before the commencement of the ceremony, you show some futuristic gadget. I show you something is very real, which I seen it in Germany. It's an autonomous car by Audi. Now this is semi-autonomous. We are going to assemble this fully autonomous by Volvo technology in Tanjung Malim. So I hope some of you work for us so you can see this. It's a semi-autonomous car by Audi. I hope it's clear for you to see this. It's already, you'll be able to buy this car next year, Audi. The lady went for a meeting. She don't need to park the car. The car can park by itself. So it's about ICT technology control the machine. Actually, Industry 4.0 is about that. Computer technology control the machine. So this car will drive by itself by the computer technology. So next time when you see this car at night, you don't say ghost is driving. You say this is technology. This is real. They are in the testing process. I seen this car in Germany. So the car will park by itself. Okay, now after her meeting, she needs the car. Just press the button to pick up the car. Okay. So the car will come in like a horse, come by itself. This is Audi. Actually now there's few brand names that are competing with each other. Volvo is most advanced. They're going to fully autonomous. Then we have Mercedes, Audi. They are innovating this.
can pick up a car and stop the autonomous driving, and they can do manual driving. Now we are working with Geely, because Geely is in China is a big car producers. They are left-hand drive, so they want to develop their right-hand drive in Malaysia. Now they have allowed Proton to use technology. Their research, they have 3 R&D centers in the world. One is America, California. One is in Sweden, Gothenburg, and the other one is in Shanghai, in Hangzhou, in China. So we are going to, because to set up an R&D center is very costly. And our Malaysia's automotive market combined volume, last year only we can achieve 580,000 compared to 28 million in China. It's a big difference. So we need to work with this strategic partner, we call it, on this research and development. I can tell you that this automotive industry will be a very revolutionary industry. From next year onward, many countries start disallowing, prohibiting the present technology of producing automotive. That's an internal combustion engine. They say this is a carbon emission is high and create pollution. There's want all the automotive producer to go for electronic, hybrid, and later on went into this new energy. I asked the chairman of this Geely, Li Sufu, I asked him, is electric, this battery electric car is a new energy? He said, no. He said, then I asked him, what is new energy? He said, solar, air, wind, water. This is all new energy. When he say this, means they are innovating on this. So you can see that. Fortunately, they are coming to Tanjung Malim. So when they ask me, before we have a discussion, they ask me, do you have any university around Tanjung Malim? Because I need this very skilled workforce. I said, yeah, UTAR. UTAR is nearby. So I hope within 5 years they will be able to fully develop their automotive hub in this Tanjung Malim. So I hope some of you will be working there as an engineer. And just now, Professor Chua mentioned about the future workforce. The Department of Human Resources of America released a report, they call it Future Work Trends and Challenges of Works in the 21st Century. He said that 65% of the future works are not even in existence yet. And of course, 65% of the present job will be diminishing. For instance, I'm sorry to say that taxi driver, you have Uber, you're fully autonomous, so it's very difficult to be a taxi driver, but not to worry, you can be a Uber driver and so on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Professor saying this robot will take over the role of human being. If this was a lot, I think a lot of people share the same feeling. They say, well, you'll be out of the job. The robot will take over the responsibility of human being. But I asked some of the scientists, I was in Germany, they said not to worry, behind all the robotic, all the technology are all human dream. It's a human being that created all this. So not to worry about robot, be an engineer that control the robot. So you are not out of the job. So ladies and gentlemen, this is a black swan effect, which we used to see white swan. So next century will be, you can see black swan, maybe somebody will discover chocolate swan or yellow swan and so on, because things are changing. So ladies and gentlemen, on this note, I conclude by thanking UTAR for giving me the opportunity to address the graduates today. To the graduate, I wish you a bright and fulfilling journey in achieving your dream. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai, Chairman and Founder of Top Glove Group of Companies. Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sek, UTAR Chancellor, Honorable Members of Board of Trustees of UTAR Education Foundation, distinguished members of UTAR Council, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Datuk, Datin, dear graduates, dear parents, members of the media, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to UTAR's 25th Convocation, an event that has become a tradition of excellence. This significant day is a life-changing moment for all our graduates. It is a day of academic accomplishment, public recognition, and goals achieved. More importantly, it is a day to celebrate your convocation. Congratulations to all the graduates. I rejoice with you and your family on this special day. It is with pleasure that I welcome our distinguished guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai. Tan Sri Dr. Lim is the chairman and founder of Top Glove Groups of Company. A little about Top Glove. Top Glove was established in 1991 and was listed on Bursa Saham Malaysia in 2001 and in the Singapore Exchange in 2016. It is the world's largest rubber glove manufacturer, capturing about 25% of the world market share. The company owns and operates 29 factories in Malaysia, Thailand, and China, producing 40 billion pieces of glove per annum to meet the demand of over 2,000 customers in more than 195 countries. Tan Sri Dr. Lim has a Bachelor of Science degree with honors in physics from University Malaya. Although he is very successful, he still continues to work very hard. In 2015, he obtained a Doctor of Philosophy in Management from University of Selangor. Every time I visit Tan Sri Dato' Lim to ask for help, assistance, and contribution, he never said no to me. In fact, he always tells me to take care of my health, and his personal motto for success is, work is his hobby, exercise is his duty, and health is his wealth. So we are indeed privileged to have Tan Sri Dr. Lim share his words of inspiration to our future young leaders here today. Thank you, Tan Sri Dr. Lim. Ladies and gentlemen, UTAR is delighted to celebrate the graduation of 2,451 students, including the graduation of our pioneer batch of graduates from the Master of Arts in Communication and Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. With this 25th convocation ceremony, the university is proud to acknowledge a total of 50,506 alumni who are now proud members fulfilling their different roles in society and the nation. Dear graduates, it is important to honor your parents, family members, and friends who have given you guidance, emotional and financial support throughout your years of education. Their love and support should always be cherished. So I would like each of you, the graduates, to please stand now. Turn to your parents, family members, and guardians. Now give them a grateful bow. Please bow. Thank you, and you may be seated now. To all graduates, always remember the people who have helped you come this far. They provide you the emotional balance you need in life. Dear parents, I congratulate you too for having taken this wonderful journey with your children. Dear graduates, the much desired attributes of our graduates have made them highly employable and well received by the industry. Our graduates have always attained a high employability rate of 97% within the first 6 months of graduation. Our graduates are unique in many ways. Besides our students being multilingual, our soft skill development program provides trainings that focus on core competencies that prepare them for the digital revolution and the complex world ahead. The pursuit of knowledge is key to a degree, but the acquisition of soft skills is equally critical for personal growth and character building. The Malaysian Employers Federation Executive Director, Datuk Samsudin Badan, said that employers value soft skills more than work experience. He added, and I quote, "A candidate may have extensive experience and stellar qualifications, but they are of little value if their soft skills are lacking," unquote. He said employers will look at what motivates the candidates and how they can effectively communicate with the team at work if they are hired. Therefore, graduates, as you prepare yourselves for interviews and subsequent employment, do remember that communication skill will take the front seat over your previous work experience. If you can communicate well, you will command attention and influence at work. If you are unable to communicate with your colleagues to disseminate information, your previous work experience and knowledge will be of little value to the company. Another important point to note when immersing yourself at your workplace, especially for the first time, is paying more attention to the people around you. Focusing on getting yourself established at work is not enough. You must learn to identify and relate to people around you. Perhaps you may need to take some personal adjustments. Bill Gates says it all when he tweeted his thoughts to college graduates on 16 of May 2017, and I quote, "In the early days of Microsoft, I believed that if you could write great code, you could also manage people well. I was wrong about that. I have to learn to recognize and appreciate people's different talents. The sooner you can do this, the richer your life will be," unquote. In the university, it is a lot about books. At work, it is all about people. So do be prepared and work on sharpening your communication and people skills. Surround yourself with people who can teach you and push you to be your best self. To be more people-focused, you need to mingle, participate in conversations, and learn from people. No amount of books will help you on this. Many of us have thought about the future and have visualized what the world for our children and grandchildren will be. Indications are quite obvious that it will be a fusion of physical, biological world and cyberspace where innovation, speed, scale, mass accessibility, diversity, cost rationalization, and self-empowerment that will drive the way we live and work. Many refer to it as the coming of the fourth industrial revolution, a time where robots and artificial intelligence will take prominence. Dear graduates, this revolution has already begun. You should all be prepared for the impending challenges ahead. Let me give you an example. More than 20 years ago, Adidas, the German maker of sportswear, ceased production activities in Germany and moved to Asia to reduce costs because labor is cheaper in Asia. Many manufacturing companies in the USA and Europe at about the same period also moved to Asia, where labor costs are much lower. In April 2017, Adidas announced that it will start marketing its first series of shoes manufactured by robots in his prototype Speed Factory in Germany. Adidas has moved its production back to Germany, where the machines are now doing the work. Human labor has been replaced by robots and machines. The changes are already happening now, and Adidas is just as one example. German robot maker KUKA estimates that a typical industrial robot costs about €5 an hour. Manufacturers spend €50 an hour to employ someone in Germany and about €10 an hour in China. Instead of sourcing cheaper labor in other emerging Asian economies, manufacturers, especially those in China, are now choosing to install more robots which are more efficient and cheaper for more complex tasks. China is installing more industrial robots than any other country in the world. The United Nations reported in November 2016 that 2/3 of the jobs in developing countries are at risk. The impact of digitalization and Internet of Things will mean that new skills and competencies will be required, and some old jobs and skills will no longer be needed. So dear graduates, if you are really looking for opportunities to be part of this new era of digital revolution, you may want to consider these 3 fields. AI is one which will play a significant role in enhancing productivity and creativity. The second is energy, because it is essential for a lot of daily processes. If you can make it clean and environmental friendly, it will be impactful. The third is biosciences. Any studies and services which can help people live a longer, healthier, and more comfortable life would greatly be in demand. If being techno-savvy is not your cup of tea, you can focus on education, health-related services, elder care, and personalized people-centered support jobs, tasks which robots cannot perform fully. It may become a reality in future that AI and technology is a norm, and those jobs requiring people and personalized attention will be top in the list. So do keep up with the times and be prepared for the emerging changes and challenges ahead. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce that we are 15 years old this year. Over the last 15 years, we have strived hard to be better each year. We have designed quality programs, employed quality staff, diversified our partnerships and student body, employed effective teaching learning pedagogy, initiated research and publication, and expanded facilities. Most importantly, we practice good governance to ensure sustainability. All these have come to fruition when the university was recently awarded self-accreditation status by the Ministry of Higher Education. Prior to that, the Times Higher Education, THE, ranked UTAR within the top 120 in the THE Asia University Ranking 2017. Within the top 150 in the THE World Young and University Rankings 2017, and number 14 in the Millennial Universities category of the THE World Young University Rankings. These small successes will propel the university further to garner new milestones for a better future for our students and the community. For all these years of UTAR's accomplishments, do allow me to convey my special gratitude to our Chancellor, Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sek, the Board of Trustees of UTAR Education Foundation, UTAR Council members, the Federal Government of Malaysia, the Ministry of Higher Education, the Malaysian Qualification Agencies, state governments, ministries, embassies, MCA, our partners, the media community, professional bodies, the International Advisory Council, industry advisors, and the external examiners. I record my special thanks, including the UTAR team of dedicated colleagues who are the pillars of the university. UTAR would not have progressed this far without all your support. UTAR has been a ray of hope for thousands of families and their children. Over the years, donations and sponsorships from benevolent individuals and corporations have allowed UTAR to offer more educational opportunities to many students. It is through this support that UTAR has been able to give back to the needy. So far, UTAR has given out internal scholarships amounting to more than 130 million Malaysian ringgit that have benefited 13,354 students. We have also disbursed 7.3 million Malaysian ringgit in internal loans to 731 needy students. In addition, more than 13 million ringgit in external loans and scholarships have been given to 502 students. Our visions to be a global university of educational excellence has prompted measures to ensure quality of its programs through rigorous audits and discussion with its international academic advisors, more than 90 external examiners, industry leaders, and stringent certification processes by more than 20 international and local professional bodies, including the Malaysian Qualification Agency, the US Society of Actuaries, the UK Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, the UK Royal Society of Chemistry, the Engineering Accreditation Council, the Malaysian Institute of Accountants, and many more. Among our staff and students are many who deserve praise for their awards received locally and internationally. For example, our Faculty of Business and Finance Academics, Dr. Lee Woon Sien and Leong Lai Yin's research paper was acknowledged as the most downloaded paper on expert system with applications in 2016 and ranked 8 on the top 20 most downloaded article in 2017 by USA Elsevier Eswa Journal. Another research paper by Gary Tan Wei Hang and Dr. Lee Woon Sien was recently awarded the most read article by the prestigious world-leading academic publishing company. Our Faculty of Engineering and Green Technology Petrochemical Engineering graduates, Yong Jun Singh, clinched the first spot in the Institution of Engineers Malaysia Chemical Research Paper Competition 2017. And there are many more. The university has always promoted innovation and entrepreneurship amongst its students. Therefore, we are proud that among our students are inventors and designers. Kelvin Lim Kai Wang and his team from the Lee Kwong Chen Faculty of Engineering and Science devised and make their own drones from scratch, and they are now into making their third generation of drone. They have also made a mini airship that can be used for displaying announcements. Another team of our 4 staff researchers, together with the students from the Faculty of Information and Communication Technology, led by Professor Dr. Leong Ka Hang, are conducting research to develop a robot to guide people who are visually impaired so that they can live more independently. Such innovation and passion among our staff and students are reflective of the culture of research and excellence that is encouraged and promoted in our campus. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, UTAR's diversified international strategies over the years have resulted in an international student population from 40 economies, including students from United States, Germany, Europe, Japan, Korea, and many more. International collaborations and agreements with more than 169 foreign university and industry partners and 93 local university and industry corporations provide an extensive network for staff and student exchanges to promote a multiracial, multicultural, and global learning experience. UTAR is the first university in Malaysia to sign an MOU with Alibaba.com and also the first university to join the Caldera Academic Partnership, which empowers our students with big data analytics skill sets. Through these partnerships, our students gain access to new knowledge and skills that will differentiate them from other graduates in the industry. A significant educational experience for UTAR students is our community projects with international partners. Our Department of Soft Skill Competency, in collaboration with National University of Singapore, has organized several new village collaborative projects, focusing on economic development, social structure, community assets, and cultural values. Following this success, the University System of Taiwan collaborated with UTAR to conduct community projects with villages and Aborigine community in Pahang. In return, our students have traveled on exchange and study tours to Germany, Japan, Taiwan, China, Korea, Canada, etc. As the world becomes more borderless, so must our sphere of learning. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, please allow me to say a few words in Mandarin. 在座的各位嘉宾、各位家长及各位毕业生，大家好。首先，我谨代表拉曼大学欢迎各位来到拉曼大学金宝校区，一同参与及见证2017年度拉曼大学第25届毕业典礼。我想借此机会，给将即告别拉曼大学、踏入全新人生里程的毕业生送上最真诚的祝福和期待。祝福你们顺利完成了大学的学习，祝贺你们坚毅地完成了父母亲的期望，更要祝贺你们将要从新的起点开始人生的另一段征程。身为校长，我也想借此机会向众多隐藏在学生背后不辞辛苦、默默付出、无私贡献的老师们致以心意及由衷的感谢。大学里的光阴弹指一挥间，回首来时路，同学们留下了一步步深深浅浅的足印。在校园的各个角落，都有你们勤奋苦读的汗水，也有你们为社团活动所付出的点点滴滴。正因为同学们在各方面优越的表现，拉曼大学也赢得了无数的荣耀。同学们以拉曼大学的名字，在这个地区甚至在世界各地闪烁着耀眼的光华。同学们，你们即将向更广大的世界起飞，像雏鹰一样展翅高飞。我希望同学们在社会里闯荡的时候，要学会珍惜。唐代著名的医学家孙思邈曾说过：“人命至重，有贵千金。”这是一种贵生思想。它提醒我们，世界最珍贵的莫过于生命。我希望同学们能够珍惜生命的每一刻，善用时间去经历学习、工作、梦想以及人生的起与落。除此之外，我更希望同学们胸怀大志，所谓有志不在年高，无志空长。希望你们早日树立自己远大的理想，为之奋斗。如果有目标而不去踏实去追求，那么什么理想目标都不能实现。在人生的道路上，没有艰辛与曲折，没有持以恒的态度，是难以达到成功的彼岸。拉曼大学建校15年来所强调的德智体兼修、群美心并重办校理念，一直是学生与资源全面发展所秉持的核心原则。虽然拉曼大学是所新的年轻的大学，但是我们有理想、有毅力、有冲劲，更致力于在学术与研究各方面取得卓越的表现。拉曼大学非常珍惜创校15年来在各个方面给我们无私奉献及支持的校友们、老师们、社会热心人士及家长们。是你们让拉曼大学一步一步的逐渐成长，让拉曼大学在国内外都享有良好的声誉。在此，我感谢大家。同学们，生命之舟在新的岁月港湾里启程，在这对未来的畅想，直挂云帆，乘风破浪。我祝福你们一帆风顺，事业有成。 Dear graduates, the future is an amazing and intriguing period of time that holds so many possibilities and opportunities. The possibilities challenge you, and the opportunities enrich you. They are also agents of change and progress. Receive them well. Therefore, I wish you a great voyage of exploration in the coming years. Thank you again, our guests of honor, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Lim Wee Chai, all our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. Without further ado, I have the honor to declare Session 3 of the August 2017 Convocation Ceremony open. Thank you.
大家下午好。A very good afternoon to Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Lim Leong Sik, UTAR Chancellor, Yang Berbahagia Professor Datuk Dr. Chua Hen Teck, UTAR President, Honorable members of Board of Trustees, UTAR Education Foundation, distinguished members of UTAR Council, Top 1, Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Datuk and Datin, distinguished guests, graduates, members of the media, faculty and staff, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy, privileged, and honored to be here this afternoon on the occasion of the Convocation Ceremony of University Tunku Abdul Rahman. I would like to congratulate the appointments of Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Lim Leong Sik as UTAR's first Chancellor, and Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Sri Dr. Tin Chiu Pei as UTAR Council Chairman. I would also like to extend my warmest congratulations to all the graduates and your respective families as we gather here to celebrate your graduations today. While we do, let us not forget to thank those who have helped pave the way for you, especially your parents and family. Please give them a big applause. And also we should thank the UTAR lecturers and support staff and your friends. Their hard work, sacrifice, guidance, and support have made today a success today for all of you. Your successes today and in the future will be a tribute to them. It gives me great honor to share a few words of wisdom with the graduates today, who will be embarking on an exciting new phase of life. Over the last few years, you have timetables and class schedule prepared for you. Now you have more control over your schedules or times, and you must decide what you want to do. I always tell people that in business and in life, it's important to set the right direction and target. Example, my life target, I set to live healthily 100 years old. So we must set a target in life. In work or in companies, we also set the target for the company. We have 25% of the world market share, rubber glove world market share. Now we set 30% in the year 2050. Top glove also we have a big dream. The dream we target to become Fortune Global 500 companies in the year 2040. 23 years from now. So it's a big dream, just like the American dream or China dream or Malaysia dream, and this we call top glove dream. So we must set a target in life. In addition to a degree, you also need to equip yourself with right skill. We employ about 300 to 400 graduates, top glove, and we study only 3 to 4 years. But when in working life, you can work for the next 30, 40 years. So you are 10 times the time of your study in the university. So this 30, 40 years is long time. So we must continue to study. You can get 30, 40 years, like 10 more degrees. So you have only your first degree. So when we come out to society to work, there are many more things we can learn. Learning is the continuous process. The Chinese say, 活到老，学到老，头脑才不会老。So it's continuous. So in the university, we have trained to analyze problem, to solve problem. So in working life, there are much more problems. Your work problem, family problem, boyfriend, girlfriend problem, husband and wife problem. Every day we have problems, but one by one we have to solve it. So you are in the university, you are trained to solve problems. So don't be afraid of problems. The bigger problem we can solve, the better we are, the better value we are. Don't run away from problem. Don't cover problem. So must be open and transparent. In Top Glove, we practice good business ethic. There is honesty, integrity, and transparency. So this is the good foundation for any organization or any university or country. We must have good foundation. Just like we build a tower, we need good foundation. Then we can build 10 story, 20 story, or 100 story. So in organization, as a person or company, or university or country, so we need the foundation. What is the foundation of an organization? It's the people. So the people like you is very important. So we must have a good business ethic. It's very important to stay fit and healthy, both mentally and physically, in order to be a positive contributor to our family, to our company we work for our society, and to the country. We must be physically healthy enough to work to cover our costs. Why? Every day is a cost to us. We need to eat, we need to wear, we need to drive, we need to stay in the house. All these are costs to us. So we must stay healthy so that we can work. So when we work, we earn, then we can cover our costs. Costs never stop because we never stop eating, Monday to Sunday. So cost has no sick leave. Work sometimes we are sick. So we must stay healthy, very important. When you study, your course is not so expensive. But when you after your study, when you are working, the cost is very expensive. So we must stay healthy, physically and mentally, so that we can cover our costs. So equally important is for us to stay mentally important. Mentally, health is even more important. Mentally health means that we must be honest. When we work, must be honest with high integrity and transparency, so that we can build the foundation so that we can do the right job. So in Top Glove, we always encourage honesty and transparency to prevent and against corruption. For a person, for a country or organization to be an advanced person, company or country, we must prevent and against corruption, to be honest. So when you work, make sure you have the right direction. I believe that key element success in health, which can be found in what I call the 5 qualities health. So you want to stay healthy, I always share with my friend, must have 5 quality wealth. Number 1, must eat well, eat quality and variety food, not quantity. Exercise well, we must exercise. Clean well, I always encourage my staff, especially new staff, brush teeth 3 times a day. I ask most of the fresh graduate, they brush teeth only 2 times a day. So stay healthy and clean well. So work well, make sure we work with integrity so that you can sleep well. You don't cheat people. You cheat people, you cannot sleep well. Okay, so must stay healthy and honest. So with this, I'm sure you stay well. You have all the 5 qualities well, stay well, you can live and happily and healthily for the next 100 years. Once again, I would like to congratulate all the graduates on your achievement. I would also like to congratulate UTAR for convocating another batch of young, knowledgeable, energetic graduates whom I'm confident will contribute positively to the society. I wish the graduating class of 2017 a bright and successful future. And may you continue to make your parents and UTAR proud. I also would like to congratulate and thank to Professor Dr. Chua and his strong team to make UTAR one of the best universities in Malaysia and Asia. With this, we'd like to thank you again. Terima kasih, seseni, kanan.
Our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Engineer Academician Dato' Hong Li, Honorary President of ASEAN Academy of Engineering and Technology and member of UTAR Council. Honorable members of Board of Trustees, UTAR Education Foundation, distinguished members of UTAR Council, Vice Chancellors, Presidents, Rectors and Principals of Institutions of Higher Learning and their representatives. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Dato, Datin, dear graduates, dear parents, members of the media, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. Today, I'm very pleased to welcome our distinguished guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Engineer Academician Dato' Hong Li. I actually know Dato' Hong for many, many years when I was a student like you in University of Malaya. Dato' Hong graduated from University of Malaya in civil engineering in 1973. He first worked for the Public Works Department, followed by a piling company under Saindabi Berhad. Dr. Hong then set up his own piling and construction company, Palcon Engineering, in 1980, which was later listed in early 1983. And the business expanded to China, Hong Kong, Australia, and a number of ASEAN countries. By the 90s, Palcon Engineering has grown into a multi-million company and control 4 other listed companies, including one in Australia. Now, Dr. Hong is a technopreneur. He developed a number of innovative solutions for solving construction problems, including new methods of construction and patented engineering products such as the trowel pile, step pole pile, and airport over the sea. Right. However, Dr. Hong is a very intelligent person. He does not want to stay his over welcome. Therefore, he retired from the corporate life in 1998 and has since then been very actively involved in various social works. For example, he has been the treasurer of the Associated Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry Malaysia from 2000 to 2009, chairman of the National Social Security Organization 2001 to 2009. And I believe that is the first non-government civil servant that has been appointed to that post. And he has been the president of ASEAN Academy of Engineering and Technology 2009 to 2016. So when I contacted Dr. Hong to say that please attend our convo to give your words of advice to our students, to our graduating students, and he straight away tell me, okay, Chua. So that is the kind of friend I have. Dr. Hong, thank you very much for coming. For this 25th convocation of UTAR, we will graduate 2,451 UTAR graduates. Among them are the pioneer students from the programs of Master of Arts in Communication and Master of Science in Computer Science. Dear graduates, I want to wholeheartedly congratulate you for getting to this big day where your life takes an exciting turn. I also want to congratulate the people most dear to you, that is your parents, brothers, sisters, family members, and friends, for realizing the hope of seeing you accomplish the goal of getting your degree. I'm sure you realize how much they have done for you. They have given you the support needed to build a dream, to chase after, and to believe that you have the talent to reach your goals. So therefore, dear graduates, please rise. Turn to your parents, your siblings, and also your guardians. Give them a grateful bow. Please bow. Thank you. You may now take your seat. Dear graduates, in my role at UTAR, I feel a great privilege to work in service of all of you. To be clear, mine is not a parental role. I will not presume to imply that I'm one of your parents. I'm not, and no one can replace the nurturing care that your parents have provided. But an exciting aspect of my job is that it involves nurturing your educational life at UTAR. In fact, every day, I work to help create the conditions that help you flourish and have a life-changing educational experience that will position you for success in all aspects of your future life. In support of the raison d'etre of UTAR are also many wonderful believers and advocates whom I'm deeply grateful to. Their ardent support has helped UTAR to grow from strength to strength, from our humble beginnings of 411 students in 2002 to about 26,000 students now, and 50,506 alumni as at today. I would like to seize this opportunity to express my heartfelt thanks to UTAR founder and chancellor, Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun Dr. Ling Leong Sek, for his vision and pioneering contributions toward establishing UTAR. We deeply appreciate and publicly acknowledge the assistance in advisory, academic, financial, and technical terms by various benefactors, notably the Board of Trustees of UTAR Education Foundation and UTAR Council members, towards the growth and development of the university since its inception. We would also like to express our gratitude to the International Advisory Council, the Federal Government of Malaysia, the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Higher Education, the Malaysian Qualification Agency, various state governments, ministries and embassies, MCA, our associate and partners, both local and abroad, the media community, industry players and professional bodies, industry advisors, external examiners, and all our champions and contributors. This chapter of tribute would be incomplete without formally paying tribute to the dedicated faculty members, staff, and students of the university who have labored diligently to make this university a beacon of educational excellence with transformative society impact in the country and the world of learning at large. Dear graduates, for a relatively young university, currently in our 15th year, we have charted numerous achievements that should make you fully confident that you have made a right choice in choosing to come to UTAR. For example, UTAR received its first ranking of top 120 by the Times Higher Education Asia University Ranking 2017 on 16th of March 2017. Thereafter, on 5th April 2017, the Times Higher Education ranked UTAR top 150 in the Times Higher Education World Young University Rankings below 50 years in 2017. We were also ranked 14 in the Times Higher Education World Young University Ranking 2017 Millennial Universities. We added another feather to our cap when it was awarded the self-accreditation status by the Ministry of Higher Education on 20th of March 2017. The multidimensionality of your UTAR experiences sets your experience apart from what students receive at other places. So, for all those reasons, your excellent judgment is already apparent by your presence here today. Why do I believe so strongly in the future of UTAR? Because we have a unique confluence of several strengths that are propelling us into the future. First, UTAR has a tradition of excellence in faculty and students. Our faculty members have won awards and recognition, such as the most downloaded expert system with application SWA paper, and ranked 8th on the top 25 most downloaded article 2017 by Elsevier USA SWA Journal. Other illustrious awards include the Gold Prize at the 28th International Invention, Innovation and Technology Exhibition 2017, Gold Medal at the National Innovation and Invention Competition through Exhibition, Outstanding Paper Awards at the First International Conference on Global Business, Entrepreneurship and Creative Industry, Most Read Article by Emirates Journal, and many others. Our students are excellent too. They have won many awards over the years, including the Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers Industry Award, Genesis Marketing Sendirian Excellent Award, Super Newsroom Young Public Relation Professional Award, the Electrical and Electronic Association of Malaysia Book Prize, Perkin Elmer Best Chemistry Graduate Award, Queen Elizabeth II Jubilee Award, MIGPA Award for Best Accounting Students in Auditing and Assurance Services, JobStreet's Best Graduate Award, and many more. The second reason I believe UTAR is excellent is that UTAR has an array of successful and inspiring alumni in various fields and professionals, such as banking and finance, industrial sector, medical, media, entertainment, as well as entrepreneurs. Lastly, and importantly, UTAR has a deep sense of community. Our faculty and students are constantly thinking about how to provide a stimulating and meaningful educational experience. You are the reason that we have dedicated our work lives to creating new knowledge and disseminating it to enrich your intellect, leadership skills, and character. Beyond test scores, we also focus heavily on soft skill training and development through UTAR Soft Skill Development Certificate to prepare you for life at workplace. As at 30th of June 2017, more than 7,000 students have qualified for UTAR USSDC certificate. Beyond local exposure, we broaden your horizons through international networking by linking up with 169 foreign institutions and industrial partners such as Alibaba.com, Singapore E-Commerce Private Limited, and Shenzhen Inno EduTech Company. Added to this, our university is also ISO 9001 certified, and our programs are benchmarked and equivalent to global standards. To date, UTAR has gained recognition from numerous leading professional bodies such as the Board of Engineers Malaysia, Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyor, Royal Society of Chemistry, Malaysian Institute of Accountancy, and USA Society of Actuaries. At the same time, we are fulfilling our pledge as the university by the people, for the people, to support the underserved students and families. Thanks to the generosity of organizations, foundations, and individuals who rally together for our students' future success, UTAR has been able to make life-changing impact to more than 14,500 students with 151.1 million ringgit of internal and external scholarships and loan as at 30th of June 2017. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, there is this phrase, the sea of knowledge knows no boundaries. That resonates with me and reminds me that the learning does not begin or end with a university education. All of us here today are swimmers in the sea, on our own continuous journeys of learning without boundaries, whether we are graduating today or are here to support those graduates. While the formal UTAR training was terrific, both essential and highly educational, I would like to remind that university study is but a segment in the lifetime. It builds on your strengths as a person and prior experience, and it is a launch pad for future learning in the workplace. Most importantly, you have to be future ready. According to the report by the World Economic Forum, Realizing Human Potential in the Fourth Industrial Revolution, technology and globalization are creating new types of jobs and disposing of old ones. In order to seize the opportunity that the Fourth Industrial Revolution presents, workforces need to be prepared and equipped with the right skills. In an ASEAN context, this will represent unprecedented demands on workforces which need to be addressed for the countries to remain competitive. If we take the automotive sector, for example, ASEAN is the 7th largest producer globally, with more than 800,000 employed within the sector. A majority within this sector are low-skilled workers, those who will be most affected by automation. Not only will we see these jobs being replaced, but there will also be an increase in demand for higher skilled workers with R&D and engineering capabilities. With every industrial revolution, there has been a requirement for a skill change. We are seeing the same trend with the Industrial Revolution occurring today. However, it is perhaps the first time that countries and companies have had to worry about how their manpower will keep up with the pace of change. Previous revolutions were seen as job and growth creator. However, fourth industrialization, there is a concern that it may eradicate jobs that leads to unemployment. It is projected that within 30 years or so, 65% of existing jobs are likely to become redundant, and 80% of the jobs will need science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM in short. John F. Kennedy once said, and I quote, "Change is the law of life, and those who look only to the past or present are sure to miss the future," unquote. A classic example is Kodak versus Fujifilm. In the heyday, Kodak was one of the most powerful companies in the world. By 1979, Kodak accounted for 90% of film and 85% of camera sales in America. Until 1990s, it was regularly rated as one of the world's 5 most valuable brands. However, when digital photography and imaging entered the market, Kodak saw a massive decline and ended up filing for bankruptcy at the beginning of 2012. However, Fujifilm was able to successfully adapt to the new challenges. They moved into digital photography and used its knowledge of chemistry in making photographic films in various applications. Now, Fujifilm products can be found on LCD screens, and it has applied its knowledge of antioxidation to launch a line of cosmetics called Asterlift, and it is even producing medicine. The evolution of Fujifilm can best be summed up by Richard Branson, who said, and I quote, "Every success story is a tale of constant adaptation, revision, and change," unquote. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, please do allow me to speak a few words in Mandarin. 在座的各位嘉宾、各位家长及各位毕业生，大家早上好！欢迎大家来到这山明水秀的拉曼大学金宝校区，出席这第25届毕业典礼。每逢毕业的季节，校园里总是充满着收获的欢乐，但也杂着淡淡的离愁。在这个特别的日子里，师生们、家长们共聚一堂，共同见证同学们达成人生一个重要里程碑的幸福时刻。在此，我仅代表拉曼大学向你们表示热烈的祝贺。同时，我也希望毕业生们能够以热烈的掌声，向陪伴你们大学生涯多年、为你们的成长及学习付出心血的导师们表达衷心的感谢。各位毕业生，人生有无数的选择，选择拉曼大学，我认为是明智的决定。拉曼大学深厚的文化底蕴滋润了你们，拉曼大学优秀的校风熏陶了你们，拉曼大学教师孜孜不倦、默默奉献的精神充实了你们。你们在拉曼大学收获的美好品质，将是你们人生中最宝贵的财富。同时，拉曼大学也感谢你们。因为你们创造出了一次又一次的辉煌，让拉曼大学在这15年来日益强大。你们用勤奋与智慧、青春与热情，编织了自己美好的大学生涯，也为学校赢得了荣誉，为社会做出了贡献。在此，我希望在座的家长们及社会人士对本校所培育出来的国家未来主人翁不会感到失望。 艰难困苦，玉如已成。毕业生们，你们在大学生涯里展示了坚强的实力、良好的精神面貌，你们付出了艰辛的汗水、甜蜜的泪水，你们结下了深厚的友谊、坚固的师生情谊。身为校长呢，我为你们感到骄傲。拉曼大学这一路走来并不容易，我曾开玩笑跟我的朋友说，做大学校长不容易，做拉曼大学的校长更加不容易。因为拉曼大学作为一所民办的私立大学，里面承载着许多人共同的努力，而造就了今天的拉曼大学。因此呢，对于社会大众这几年来所给予的支持与援助，我们感到感激感恩。最重要的是感激在座的每一位，以及我们5万多位毕业生的家长，以行动支持了拉曼大学，让你们的孩子来到拉曼大学接受教育。谢谢你们。最后呢，我预祝毕业生前程似锦。Dear graduates, my final takeaway for you is actually not a recommendation, but a question that I contemplated when I was your age. Is it more important to be less traditionally successful, yet be relaxed and happy and spend time with family? Or is it more important to work hard, perhaps start a business or a non-profit organization, maybe even make the world a better place along the way? You have a choice. To answer this question, please consider the following parable developed by Richard Light, a professor in Harvard, of a happy fisherman living in a simple life on a small island. The fisherman goes fishing for a few hours every day. He catches some fish, sells them to his friends, and enjoys spending the rest of the day with the wife, the children, and the family. He couldn't imagine changing a thing in his relaxed and easy life. Now, next tweet the parable. A business person recently visits the island and quickly sees how this fisherman could become rich. He could catch more fish, start up a business, market the fish, open a cannery, maybe even issue an initial public offering on the public stock markets. Ultimately, he could become truly successful. He could donate some of his fish to hungry children worldwide and might even save lives. And then what? Asked the fisherman. Then you could spend lots of time with your family, replies the visitor, and you could have made a difference in the world. You could have used your talents and fed some poor children instead of just lying around all day. There is no perfect answer. The answer is up to you to think about. But I do hope that this parable will lead you to think about what really matters to you and what each of you feels you might owe or not owe to the broader community. These ideas that you must reflect upon after your time at UTAR. I'll conclude by reminding you that to whom much is given, much is expected. In being admitted and graduating from UTAR, you must have given a great deal. Use this great blessing to its best purpose. Congratulations and good luck. I would like to thank our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Engineer Academician, Dato Hong Li Pi, for participating in the convocation ceremony. To all our distinguished guests, parents, and friends, thank you for joining us here today. And without further ado, I have the honor to declare Session 4 of the August 2017 Convocation Ceremony open. Thank you.
Yang Berbahagia Engineer, Professor, Academician, Dato Dr. Chua Han Teck, UTAR President, Honorable members of the Board of Trustees, UTAR Education Foundation, distinguished members of UTAR Council, Vice Chancellor, Presidents, Rectors, Principal of Institutions of Higher Learning and their representatives, Tan Sri, Puan Sri, 1919, graduates, parents, members of the media, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, 大家早上好. I deeply appreciate UTAR and Professor Chua for the gracious invitation to join you in sharing the jubilation at this auspicious convocation ceremony and to say a few words to the graduates. To all the graduates here today, I would like to express my heartiest congratulations for your successfully completed your studies in UTAR. Do note that in spite of your current academic success, this ceremony is not the end of your quest for knowledge, but a continuum towards another level of constant self-advancement. I would also like to congratulate all the parents, families, and friends of the graduates. Your endless support and sacrifice have been essential in the success of these graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that though a young university, UTAR has experienced marvelous growth and development throughout the last 15 years under the excellent leadership of Dr. Lim Leong-sik and Professor Chua Han-taek, as well as the staff of UTAR. It is indeed a great pleasure to see that UTAR has earned itself a good reputation not only in the country but also at international level. I believe this is only the beginning, and UTAR will continue to soar with its strengths to strive and achieve a greater height. UTAR is a comprehensive university that has been nurturing thousands of young talents in multiple disciplines for nation building. Over the years, UTAR has also involved in many social and community works. I'm extremely glad that UTAR and its staff, lecturers and students have worked with me and together with business and industry communities, civil societies, and professional institutions on a number of such projects. This includes New Village Community projects, promoting the importance of STI or Science, Technology and Innovation, as well as STEM education, such as organizing national STI competition for secondary schools, publishing the books, short story on discovery, invention, innovation, and creativity for primary and secondary school, not only for the Malaysian schools, but also for some of the schools in the ASEAN countries. Jointly organizing the annual Kuala Lumpur Engineering Science Fair together with conducting talks or hands-on workshops for promoting STEM education. The Asia Science Camp, or ASC 2017, commencing tomorrow in this hall, is another good example of UTAR's joint project for promoting STEM education. UTAR's relentless effort in social and community works is indeed highly commendable. Dear graduates, today's graduation ceremony marked the completion of your studies here in UTAR. However, it is not the end of the journey for you to seek greater learning experience, because learning is a lifelong process. As you strive to fulfill your dreams and partake a more adventurous journey in the next stage of your life, I urge you to keep reading and learning new skills in addition to your current achievement. It is of great importance to remember your responsibility towards the society and to bear in mind how the people, society, and nation has helped us to accomplish today's achievement. Hence, I hope you will continue to strive for continuous improvement, share your experience with your fellow juniors, and contribute your knowledge to your nation. Dear graduates, I would like to share with you the main contributing factors in innovation and forward planning to the success and achievement in career and life. Innovation, particularly science, technology, and innovation, is one of the important pillars supporting the development and thriving of a state, a nation, and an enterprise. To be successful in your career life, one should plan forward and position yourself at an early age. Unlike dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, forward planning or career positioning is a strategic mapping of your career development path. It involves the selection of right fields, clear target setting, planning with clear direction, and strategic action plans. And most importantly, have strong conviction and determination to follow through. I believe in innovation and forward planning. I have benefited from these two factors, such as I am the youngest recipient of the Institution Engineer of Malaysia's award for contribution to engineering profession in Malaysia. My company was the first construction company listed in Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange. And I was the first person from private sector to be appointed as a chairman of Social Security Organization. Dear graduates, in planning a career development path, it is important to understand the domestic, regional, global, social-political, and economic development trends, and the game-changing technology. Some of the current trend-setting development plans and strategy are the Malaysian National Economic Transformation Program, the Regional ASEAN Economic Community Framework, the intra-regional One Belt, One Road Development Strategy and Framework proposed by China, the UN Goal for Sustainable Development, and Industry 4.0. And some of the game-changing technology for the future are artificial intelligence, big data, 3D or 4D printers, graphene, gesture control technology, connective computers, electric cars, facial recognition, voice recognition, drones, instant translation, cancer-killing nanoparticles, and self-driving cars. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in closing, I would like to once again thank UTAR for giving me the opportunity to be here today. And to all the graduates, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavor. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Engineer Academician Dato Hong Lee P. Yang Berbahagia Professor Chua, UTAR President, will now present the graduates.
Will the graduates for today's convocation please rise? The graduates, as listed in the convocation book, have fulfilled the requirements for the award of their respective degrees as laid down by the Senate of the University. With the authority vested in me, I hereby admit the graduates, as listed in the convocation book, who are present here or in absentia, to their respective degrees, with all the rights, responsibilities, honors, and privileges of the award.
Graduates, you may be seated.